team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bruins will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone, it's Randolph. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will have first crack at this one. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Grab behind the line. It's Walters. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pocket breaking down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds the tight end. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Terrapins with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Washington. Working that left side now. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Catch in the middle, it's Harvey. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Coming out with it, it's Whitaker. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bruins offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Gonna run it. It's Shaw. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a...
There we go!
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Now, if you're on defense in this one, you've had a good play, you swat that pass away, but you better turn the page and get ready for it because it's probably coming again. You're going up against one of the top 10 passing offenses in the country. You're going to have to be really good in the back end all game long.
The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get it.
Nice pickup on the ground here. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Bruins looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Unloads it left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Backed up now, here's second and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Runs through the tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Dead center perfect. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Back to throw, it's Washington. Caught in the backfield, it's Randolph.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Going to swing it on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Handoff from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Second down.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Shaw. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Whitaker. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Brooks. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going for the big play. He caught it.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Rush is on him. Touchdown, Bruins. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field with the windows closed so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now on the option. The pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. They got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Grabbed in the middle, it's Randolph.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. Ripping through the defense. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Terrapins want to move quickly.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Terrapins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Fourth down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Will not
the drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Brooks. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun. Give on the inside. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Hauls it in. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Pass completion move to Stinson. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught on the outside. It's off. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Bruins will try to convert on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, UCLA! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Dropping back, it's Washington. Here's a heat. Complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These corners going to give them some space. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Terrapins will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will... to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got it down the left side. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bruins. They are
lead in this Week 8 showdown. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Back to pass, it's Washington. Out of the backfield, he's open. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Terrapins in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We've talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. The Bruins will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Defense in press coverage. The give to the tailback. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. That's caught. It's Harvey. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Works the middle of the field. Looking for room at the 30. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Terrapins! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And they're able to make the tackle.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Quarterback just flat and missed him. Incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Out of the gun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To throw, it's Washington. Makes the grab, it's Randolph. Bulldozes his way through. Knocked out of bounds, they're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. They'll run it from the gun. He breaks a tackle. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He unleashes a long one. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. Touchdown, UCLA! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. To the air, it's Washington. He's got the tight end. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Harvey. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. Like, But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel...
Turning on the Jets. Smashes ahead. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. From the gun, the running back has it. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. Looking to throw. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. And the Bruins backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Shakes off the defender. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the pressure. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Tolzien. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Got it in the middle, it's Whitaker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now on second down. Looking to fire. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Bruins will call on their punt team. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Randolph. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Maryland! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Breaks into the open. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the heat. Fires downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Brooks. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Defense didn't have the personnel it needed. They call a timeout. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Bruin. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Buffalo handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Western New York, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Back to throw. It's Washington. With the catch, it's Harvey. There he goes. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. So gave him a little bit of hope.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Washington. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught over the middle. It's McConnell. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the